Hi there, it's Melissa here. I hope you had a wonderful Christmas. Kind of on holiday at the moment, so I've got a bit more time. This is a layout that I made with my July hip kit, and I did add this pattern paper from Amy Tangerine Plus One collection because I was totally out of full-size pattern papers, and I cut this row of ice creams, and Sam chose it. It's from the exclusive cut files for July for the club, and he really wanted it, and I didn't want to put it on a white background. I wanted it to shine and to pop. So this piece of paper came from the kit that I talked about. In my previous video, I'd gotten an extra paper kit in a sale, I think a couple of years ago, and so I've just got those papers sitting there and I love them, and I just went through them and I thought this one was perfect because it's got that denim look, and it's also it just makes these photos work. So everything else is from the kit, and I just decided I wanted to back the little ice cream cones in the ice cream. And this paper from, I think, Maggie Holmes had little lines on it like a fine chevron, almost like a feather, and I thought it was perfect for the ice cream cones. So I'm just showing you here how I back my cut files. I just take them because they're so little, these ones, and you can make them any size you want, of course. So I just cut around the negative piece and then glue like I'm doing here and just stick them in. And I'm going to show you one cone and one ice cream. What I did with the ice cream was, you'll see the paper that I get in a sec. It's a it's got triangles on it, and it's ombre from blue to green, and it goes really well with that hustle word, which is from last month's kit. And this is also a piece of Amy Tangerine, and I love the fact that the Amy Tangerine, the older piece from Plus One, works really well with her newer collection. So I think it's Hustle and Heart that this piece is from. So it's got the floral on the back, and it's got this really awesome pattern on the front, or maybe it's the other way around. Anyway, get what I mean. And so what I do is, you'll see in a sec, is that I back those ice creams in different shades of that paper, which is really quite handy. And I think I used, yeah, that piece to the left there, I used that one as well. I can't remember who that's by, but it worked really well with the tones, of course, because it's from the same kit. So the story of this layout is that he wanted an ice cream, and we have Mr. Whippy is like an ice cream truck that goes around our neighbourhood, and it was I think it was holidays, and he'd wanted one all day, and he heard it come by, and he looked out the window, and it parked just down the road from a house, and so he ran off barefoot to chase Mr. Whippy to get an ice cream. He had his own money and everything, and by the time he got there, the truck drove away, so he was pretty disappointed. And then he literally spent all day around the front of our house waiting for Mr. Whippy again. And Mr. Whippy plays the Greensleeves song, and so when you hear that song playing, you know that he's coming back, or she in this case, it's Mrs. Whippy. And so finally he heard the song again, and it had pulled into the cul-de-sac next to a house, and he was finally able to get his ice cream. And so I'm calling this layout the Hustle because he basically waited all day for this precious ice cream, and I loved capturing the memory of it. Now, I'll be honest, he was a bit annoyed at me because Azaria, I bought her an ice cream and she didn't have to go through the hustle and the wait. But, you know, it's got to be fair. You've got to be kind. Yeah, so that's the story, and I've had these photos for ages, and when I saw this kit, because of all the ice cream icons and summer icons, I thought that it would be perfect to tell the story and get these photos scrapped. So I did have an issue because the photos at the top are him with the ice cream, and the photo at the bottom is him buying the ice cream. And I originally thought I'd have the other photo at the top, but it just looked better from a design perspective if I had these ones of him at the top. Excuse me. So I've used the other side of that the paper with the ombre triangles, and it's got those quite tropical floral, very classic, I believe, Amy Tangerine style. And I like to challenge myself, as you know, to use every piece of paper if possible in the kit. So I probably wouldn't normally use that in a big piece, but I thought it backed this photo really well because it's quite colourful, and it just breaks up the, I mean, this really is quite a monochromatic layout for me, and it just breaks it up. So I did back the other photo in the same paper as the ice cream cones, and after I did that I wasn't that happy with it because it is so close to the ice cream cones when I position it, but I think I add off camera another piece of paper around the edge just to break that up as well. So now I'm using these teeny tiny little Stampin' Up! Dimensionals. I like the original bigger hexagons, as you'll see now, but they're smaller, and I just checked there to make sure they're the same height, and they are. So they're perfect for little details like those cones. And so I wanted to place these cones on the strip of denim. I didn't want them to be on the white because they'd fade into the background. And so I spent a bit of time just playing around with positioning. And then I thought I really need to add something to this to make it not so clean. So I got out my watercolours and I went for some blue splatters, some green splatters, and then I think I add some yellow. We'll see in a sec. It's been a while since I made this. So I hope you guys all had a wonderful Christmas. I must say I've been very jealous of all your snow photos if you're in the northern hemisphere. We have summer Christmas. We had rain this year, which wasn't that great. Okay, so I'm adding I think it was yellow, but because I had heaps of green in the brush, it looks like it's a paler shade of green. So I've just concentrated those splatters through the middle. I didn't want them to go any further. And I do like the way the watercolour pops on that denim as well. Okay, so I came in with some gold Heidi Swapp Colour Shine. I'd forgotten about that as well. And now it's dry and I'm ready to add my elements. So yeah, like I said, it was a summer Christmas, it rained, but we had a really delicious lunch at my friend's house with her husband and their kids and his parents. So it was just awesome. We just sat around the table and ate lots of yummy food, and then we played charades, and then we ate dessert. It was just, yeah, it was awesome. So Brielle's just come in to say hi. Say hi.
Hi.
Brielle's got her new dress on, haven't you? Yeah. So it's holidays here, and holidays are going for, I think, 7.5 weeks. So it's the equivalent of your summer holiday, but you have yours in the middle of the year. We have ours in the peak of summer, which is now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what I didn't say was I took the adhesive backing off that word hustle, it's chipboard, just so I could work out the positioning, and I played around quite a lot.
Yeah.
I cut that bit out though.
Yeah.
Okay, Brielle. So these are the enamel, like soft enamel stickers. I absolutely love them. I'm so glad I was able to use one here because I thought I'd put too much adhesive on and couldn't do it. You can eat that. Can you go now, please? Go. So here, okay, she's got a bit of candy cane that she's found next to my bed. So here I've got a chipboard piece that says The Good Life and another enamel sticker. Can you go see Daddy's calling you? And I tried to use some more, but wasn't that successful. I did use these little chevron pieces though. So I forgot to say that I put because I've used no foam on this layout. Oh, I'm doing it now. Sorry guys, got a bit distracted there. So I'm putting these dimensionals on here as well because I need to pop up that word in between the layers of the photo and the paper and the fact I've popped up those ice creams. So I need it to be at the same level, and it would be, but I put the glue on either sides and then those pop dots in the middle just lift it up. So that's what I'm doing there, just gluing it all down. And you'll be happy to see that I've found a glue bottle that doesn't clog all the time, and it's acid free, so I'm pretty pleased with that. And it's, I think, really reasonably priced too. So these are the exclusive letter stickers, and I absolutely love the font and the colour, and I'm just calling it the Hustle. I was going to call it Ice Cream Hustle or the Ice Cream Hustle, but it wouldn't fit, and I did want to keep everything quite central for this layout, and I didn't want to put any words, like major words, at the top of the photos. So I think I said in my last video I'd forgotten that I had these stickers, so I need to make an effort to use them. I love them. But I probably needed to think about it before I stuck everything down. So I've just gone with some of the gold stars, and I think that helps tie in the gold splatters. Because when I added the gold splatters, I wasn't really thinking about it. I just did it. I wasn't thinking about embellishing. So now I'm writing the story, and as I've told you, and so I had to make a decision. Do I go right across and have the words go, straight across with the photo in the middle, or do I have them in two parts like I'm doing here? I wanted it to look symmetrical, so I decided to go with two parts, and because it's quite a big story, I wanted to tell the whole story because it really is the story behind these photos that make these photos so awesome. And I was really pleased with how I managed to get the whole thing down and have it look even. So having another look at these again, wanting to use as much as I can because I feel like I'm coming to the end of this kit and I need to get moving because I had to put my membership on hold because I haven't been able to scrap as much. But now that it's holidays, I'm really into it and I've seen the latest kit and I really want it. So I've got 2 more kits after this to get through. So I'm trying to decide whether or not I get the next one. So there's a little flag on the side. I didn't end up using that. It just didn't look right to me. It didn't look balanced, but I did go with the Oh Yeah and another puffy sticker from Exclusive Stickers. Good Vibes or something it says. And then these wooden exclusive elements as well, wood veneer, sorry, and they're beautiful. And so I'm adding some of the stars. And so that's my final layout. I hope you enjoyed this, and I will be back again with some more projects really soon. Take care.